Welcome to Small Wonders, a series of conversation starters for leaders in small congregations. We hope you will be watching this as a group of leaders from your church and that you will really engage in a dialogue together in real time. This episode is about theme based church, what it is, and how it might work in small Unitarian Universalist congregations. Let's start with the what. What do we mean by theme based church? First of all, it's a strategy for organizing churches by choosing a single monthly theme that will unite every ministry of the church. The theme will be explored during each worship service in the month, and will also be the theme explored by religious education classes, and social justice projects, and small group ministry meetings, and newsletter articles, and coffee hour conversations. Essentially, this strategy creates opportunities for everyone in the congregation to go more deeply in a shared spiritual direction together. That's the what in a nutshell. Now, what about the why? Why would a small church especially want to experiment with theme based church as a strategy? There could be many benefits, not least of which is that it reinforces the sense of closeness that so many people love about their small church families. Reverend Scott Taylor, who ministered to both a large and a small congregation with theme based church, likes to say that this strategy saves, heals, helps, and inspires. Those are all great reasons why a church might consider a theme based approach. Let's unpack what he means by that. Theme based ministry saves. It saves time. Whether you have a part time minister or you have primarily lay led worship services, creating good and meaningful worship takes time, and developing a new topic each week is time consuming. With theme based church, your worship leaders will know in advance what next month's topic will be. Perhaps you'll be exploring forgiveness, for example. Worship leaders can open the hymnal and look under forgiveness and at a glance know what music will serve best this coming month. Similarly, readings, religious education lessons, stories, all of these elements can be searched for by theme. You can see how this approach could save time and energy for the folks planning and organizing in your church. But theme-based church can be a spiritual lifesaver too. In a world that is as frenetic and fast-paced as ours is today, theme-based church allows our congregations to be a sanctuary where we let ourselves and our people slow down and go deeper. Our culture tells us to hurry up, catch up, don't miss the latest trend. Sometimes church feeds into this. One week we invite our people to explore Buddhist belief. The next week we hear about a humanist hero, and the following week, the power of forgiveness. Imagine how more spiritually connected you might feel, or how your spirit might stretch and grow if you focus together on a single theme for more than just the length of one worship service. Theme-based church heals. Sometimes, even in small churches where almost everyone does almost everything, we can get stuck in our own areas and lose focus on our church as a whole. Traditionally, there have been silos or divides in congregations. Maybe it's the choir. Maybe it's the religious education committee. Maybe it's your church's social justice team. Each group does powerful service and is a meaningful way to connect people with shared interests and callings. Theme-based church provides all of our people a common language to share across dividing lines, across ages and life stages as well. Children, youth, young adults, midlife adults, and seniors can sit together in coffee hour and talk about how I experienced joy this week, or how I could be compassionate toward the bully in my school or in my workplace. Theme-based church can also heal congregational isolation by connecting your church to others who are exploring the same themes. It's a way to connect to the larger world of Unitarian Universalism. Let's take a break here. You've learned a little bit about what theme-based church is and why you might want to try it. I invite you to pause the video here and have a conversation with your fellow leaders. What do you think about theme-based church as a strategy in your particular congregation? Who else in your church might be excited to learn more? What are the benefits and what drawbacks can you imagine? Spend some time in conversation, then click play again for some more context. Welcome back. And if you've come back, I hope it's because what you've heard so far leads you to want to learn more about using theme-based church. We've explored how theme-based church can save and heal. Let's look at the other ways it can help individuals and congregations. First, theme-based church helps provide connection between people of all ages and also between the people who regularly attend your Sunday worship services and those who cannot, either because they have to work on Sunday, or they are homebound, or their kids have a dance recital, or they just need a quiet Sunday at home. Even if you miss a week or two of Sunday worship, you are still connected to the church community through the monthly theme. It can also help multiply ideas. If two heads are better than one, imagine how much better a group of you could be, bringing all your attention to a single shared focus. The choir folks might have great ideas for introducing prayer to kids through song, something the RE teacher might never have thought of. Or perhaps it's the kids who have a great idea for a social justice project that reflects mercy. When you share a common focus, you share not only ideas, but resources, and the many ways your ministries might grow gets multiplied. Finally, theme-based church can be inspiring for paid religious professionals and lay leaders and congregants alike. It's a way to inspire engagement. If we spend a month on a single theme, approached from different angles, everyone is invited into this shared spiritual practice from wherever they are. There are multiple entry points to think and learn about how this spiritual theme matters to me in my church life and in my life outside of our church. It can also inspire new leadership to bubble up when the theme that we explore touches deeply on someone's particular passion. I might not feel called to or qualified to be on the worship team, but if I'm passionate about diversity, and that is the theme we're exploring next month, I just might volunteer to lead a worship service or a small group ministry. Theme-based church also invites us to look at our old traditions in new ways. Has the annual auction grown a little stale? How might it be reinvigorated if it is tied to a monthly theme? How would the pledge drive change this year if we think about stewardship through the lens of justice, or hope, or interdependence? What are some of your church's annual traditions that might breathe new life in the context of a theme-based church? I hope you are intrigued enough to want to know more. There are scores of resources and ideas for implementing theme-based church on our UUA's website. Simply go to uua.org and type theme-based church into the search box at the top of the page. Of course, you can always call your regional UUA staff team as well. We are always happy to help you talk through next steps. We hope you will continue the conversation with your fellow lay leaders and with the wider congregational community. What ideas from this conversation will you share? Keep the conversation and the faith alive in your church home, and be sure to let us know how best we can serve you. Small Wonders is an offering of your New England Region UUA staff team and is made possible through the generosity of our member congregations. Thank you.